Hi friends, my name is Jared. People ask me all the time how I got started in magic. Well, the truth is, it's because of chocolate. When I was a kid, I was a sugar-aholic. I was wired on sugar 24/7, I kid you not. In fact, I think I took after my mom, because my mom had a sweet tooth too. In fact, she had an affinity for these little chocolate miniatures, She loved them, and she used to pick them up at the market. And in our family, back like many families back in the 70s and 80s, they do like one large shopping trip. And in our family, it was Friday night. Well, I'm not kidding you when I say that. By noon the next day, the Saturday, my siblings and I would wipe out any candy that was purchased the night before. It was gone, inhaled. So this, of course, angered her because she wanted some of the candy for herself. She enjoyed late night snacking. So she decided to, the next time she bought some, that she would hide it. This is a true story. And she would hide it under the chair that was in our den. So, in other words, she could reach under and eat it after we were in bed. So she'd put us to bed, and then she'd put on her late night shows like Dick Cavett and Tom Schneider and this kind of thing. Well, and then she'd enjoy her chocolate binge, if you will. Well, of course, it didn't take us long to find the stash. In fact, my brother found it. It's like, look what I found! Next thing you know, we're consuming the chocolate. Of course, we had to be a little more conservative because we didn't want her to know how much we were taking from it, right? But it was obvious to her that there was way more chocolate being consumed than what she was actually eating. So she knew we were onto her. So then things got a little strict, She's like, yeah, when I buy candy, you're allowed 2 pieces each, and that's it. So make your selections now. And this is how I learned sleight of hand magic. So I would choose, and I'd always choose the same stuff. I liked Mr. Good bars. I like crunchy things. I also liked Crackle. Those were my 2 choices. I mean, they were all good, but those were my faves. And that's your allotment. So you got your Crackle and you've got your Mr. Goodbar. And so she would tell us that we were not allowed to have these before dinner, of course, as all parents would say, right? So of course, what happens the second she walks away? What happens? We take out the Crackle, eat the Crackle, put the wrapper in my pocket, right? But sometimes she would check to make sure that we hadn't eaten them, right? She says, I want to see both bars now. So we'd show her, well, there's the Crackle, and there's the Mr. Goodbar. See, we didn't do anything wrong, right? So, of course, she walks away, and what do you think we do? Eat the Mr. Goodbar, right? So I'd eat the Mr. Goodbar, put the wrapper in my pocket, and once again, she would ask to see both bars. Well, there's the Mr. Goodbar, and there is the Crackle. So, okay, so once again, everything looks up and up. So she walks away. What do? I eat the Crackle. So I eat the Crackle, and just a second later, she goes back, I just want to make sure that you didn't eat it yet. And I go, no, Mom, it's right here. There it is. There's the Crackle. What about that Mr. Goodbar? No, that's right here. Okay, all right, just checking. So she walks away, and I eat the Mr. Goodbar. So anyway, one time she said, I know you're hiding a Crackle in that hand. I can tell. And this is how I learned how to vanish things. Interesting. I say, no, Mom, I don't. I only had the 2 pieces that you gave me, and that's all I had. But she could clearly see the volume of candy was going down. So I had been had. So anyway, she knew I was doing it. She couldn't figure out how I was doing it. But that's how I got started in magic. And of course, all the good things come to an end, and that's exactly what happened here. I eventually got caught, and because I got a little careless. What happened was, my mom was doing the laundry, and as you know, she'd reach in, make sure we didn't have any change or rocks in our pockets, and she puts her hand in my pants pockets to empty them out. She feels all this, and it's all these wrappers, and she knows that obviously I was consuming the candy. Yes, I got caught. So now you know how I got started in magic. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you soon.